But yeah, listen, I'm not going to keep it too long. I keep my presentations like myself, short but exciting. Laughed hard at that. So just very quickly on WESGRO and what we do. So WESGRO is the official trade, tourism, or trade investment and tourism agency of the Western Cape, province in which Cape Town is located. And in WESGRO we have a various amount of units because the economy it's all interlinked. So investment can't go without trade, trade can't go without air access. So just to name our units, we have the investment promotion, so that looks at getting foreign direct investment into Cape Town in the Western Cape. The trade team, which is where Mike and I are from, that is looking at getting our products and services into international markets. The tourism promotion, very straightforward. They look at attracting tourism to the Cape Town and Western Cape. Luckily, we have a very good reputation in that, in that regard. Marketing and innovation, that feeds into everything that we do. So we are a very fact-based organization and agency. So everything is based on quantitative data as well as qualitative data, and marketing that feeds into all our different units. We then have Edu Invest, so that looks at education and educational technology and building that in the Western Cape. Cruise Cape Town and Cape Town Access, getting more cruises and direct flights to Cape Town respectively. Invest is a one-stop shop. So they are a unit within WESGRO. It's actually a national unit, but this is the Western Cape branch. So if you're doing business in South Africa and you come across with data, whether it be with a revenue service, whether it be with visa issues, they are able to fast track that and facilitate, going over those hurdles and facilitating, getting past those challenges. And then Convention Bureau, that looks at getting international events like Africa Energy Week, Africa Health into Cape Town in the Western Cape. So in a nutshell, that is WESGRO. I can go more into detail. Feel free to ask Mike and myself afterwards. The Africa desk, Mike and myself's desk, how we conduct our business, we do it in one of two ways. The first is like this. We have outward selling missions where we take companies from the Western Cape and take them into market where they can talk about partnerships for getting their products and their products and services into that market. So we've done, I think, all of our missions for the year. I think this is Cote d'Ivoire that's left. That's next week or 2 weeks time. And then Egypt, that is a new market that we're looking to unlock. The other way that we do it is that we have delegations, international delegations, such as yourself, like a Kenyan delegation, looking to come to Cape Town and looking to partner with businesses there. We then host you at the offices or the offices of a partner, and then we invite the ecosystem and facilitate site visits if that's what you so wish. So that's how we conduct our business. What guides us? So I'm sure we've heard the AFC-FTA a lot today. Very hard acronym, but I got it right. So as the Deputy High Commissioner correctly said, 48 African nations have signed onto the AFC-FTA already. However, only 28 have begun trading, and luckily Kenya is one of them. South Africa is the other. And we all know that a continent as resource-rich and as talent-rich as Africa cannot be in the situation, the economic situation that we find ourselves. And we know this, and we know that we need to uplift ourselves, but the question is how. And this is an opportunity. It's still in the fledgling stage. We're still finding our feet in terms of policy and in terms of implementation, but it's there. So with the AFC-FTA, we've exported, South Africa has exported 1.2 billion rand, so it's about 10 billion shillings, to various markets in the African region, Kenya being a key destination for our exports into Africa. And then likewise, we've imported about 760 million rand, so about 6 to 7 billion shillings from various countries in Africa, including Kenya, under the AFC-FTA. And what it is just lower tariffs, lower import costs to make the products that we make and send in Africa more affordable. I would like to introduce you to the e-tariff book. So this is a very nice tool. So each of your products or services it's coming along. But in terms of products, if you have an HS code, you can go to the e-tariff book. I use this very arbitrary and random example, but for exports of refrigerators, like where you keep your cheese and your beer, those types of things, the exports from South Africa into Kenya. The current tariff rate for Kenya is 25%. So you have a tariff rate of 25% for that product. But the scale down, we are currently in 2025, So the tariff rate for South African fridges into Kenya is 12.5. So we've more than half the tariff rate in about 5 years. And the ultimate goal of the AFCFTA is by 2030, all goods and services will be ZEP tariff rated. So we're about halfway to that goal. On the other side, just as an example, I chose a example of ceramics, so tiles from Kenya to South Africa. So South Africa has a 20% tariff rate for that product, and for 2025 we've now halved it to 10% for Kenyan tiles and ceramic tiles coming into Africa. So this is a very, very useful tool. We want to get behind this. We want to expose, the African community, the African business community, to the AFCFTA and to this platform. This is the homepage of it. That's the link up there. I'm more than happy to send it to you, just so you can engage with it and look at what are the opportunities and which products are being scaled down in terms of the AFCFTA. So happy to engage you on that. And one last thing that I would like to say is that we have the Cape Trade Portal. So all the companies that we support in the Western Cape that have registered with us, which is about over 2,000, if I'm not mistaken, are listed on this portal, services and products. So you can go on here, you can search if you want bananas, if you want road building, they are on this portal. And it's a link to not only their products but also their contact details, so you can get in touch with them and facilitate trade and investment that way. So yeah, that was very quick. I just wanted to make it nice and short. Those are my details. If you want to get in touch, please chat to me. Please email me. You can phone me if you'd like. It's all good. But yeah, that's WESGRO in a nutshell, and I hope that we can facilitate some more deals. Thank you very much.